Hi friends, in this session today under electrostatics, having understood dipole moment and dipole field in detail, we shall try to understand the effect of dipole when it is being kept in an electric field. That means I am taking a two-dimensional electric field and trying to keep a dipole in that uniform electric field. So for that, what am I trying to do is let us say this is a dipole with the two charges. Let us say minus q and plus q with a distance of separation as 2a is like this, and the midpoint center of dipole I call it as an O, as I said earlier. Now vertically across this, let us suppose we are keeping a uniform electric field. This is the direction in which electric field is acting. So all these vertical dotted lines are imagined as electric field applied uniformly across the dipole. That means the dipole is kept in two-dimensional electric field. Being paper, we are trying to show this in a two-dimensional approach. Okay, so this is how the field is acting. So this is the electric field acting on this. So this is the dipole. Let us say the position is AB. Now, because of this, on both extremes, two forces will be acting. Now this dipole, let us say it is making an angle theta here. So this description I am trying to make a note here, down under for your clarification. So we are considering an electric dipole having two equal and opposite point charges. They are named as minus q and plus q, where at positions A and B separated by a small distance 2a, having dipole moment represented as P is equal to Q into 2a. So there is not much to worry about in this. This is already we know. That means we kept a dipole having two equal and opposite charges at these two extreme ends separated by a distance 2a. So naturally it will have a dipole moment. So the next step we are trying to understand where we kept this dipole. We kept this dipole in a two-dimensional electric field. So therefore, let this dipole be held in a uniform external electric field at an angle theta with whom? Theta with the direction of the electric field. So this dipole you kept is making an angle theta with the vertical, that is the electric field. With the electric field it is making an angle theta. So this is the brief description of this diagram. We have taken a dipole which has got two equal and opposite charges as per the definition. The distance of separation is 2a. Now this is being held in a uniform electric field such that this dipole is making an angle theta with the electric field. Now, two things you have to understand. Already dipole will have a dipole moment. Now in addition, you kept an external electric field. So that means on either side of this, that is at both ends of the charges, the forces may be acting. This is a minus one and this is a plus one. So there will be a negative force acting in this direction. There is a positive force acting in this direction. So here the idea is very simple. Whenever you find more than two or more forces acting at different points, then automatically physics tells us there is something called couple or torque act on this. That means in this direction you will have a force acting. Positive force will be acting. Here you have a negative force acting. What is this force you are talking about? Force is nothing but quantity of charge into electric field. Quantity of charge into electric field is the magnitude of the force. So this will be plus QE. And this force will be minus Q. So something like this. Like this, a force will be acting, a torque will be acting. So you already studied what is meant by couple or what is meant by torque. We represent it as toe. So that can happen here. Multiple forces are acting at different points which are parallel, like forces or unlike forces. Then automatically torque will be acting. So because of that, two different directions, equal and opposite forces will be acting, and that try to make the dipole to rotate. So that is what is going to happen here. So these forces we will try to describe here. So at A, position A, force on positive charge will be naturally QE along electric field. Similarly, at B, force on minus Q along direction opposite to E. That means if one force is acting in clockwise direction, the other force will be in anti-clockwise direction. How we are calculating force of this on this? That is similarly force of this on this. That's why the force got interchanged here. This is the important thing you have to understand. One force will be acting along the electric field direction. The other force will be acting along the direction opposite to that of this electric field. In that context, they are equal and opposite. Right? But one thing you have to understand, that this particular electric field is uniform. Everywhere the electric field is uniform. Because it is uniform, so the net force on the dipole is plus Q minus QE, plus QE minus QE. Net force is 0. But forces are equal, unlike parallel forces acting at different points. That means they are forming a couple which will rotate the dipole in anti-clockwise direction. Understood? So that is what I am trying to represent here. So these two forces, because they are acting And another point, because the electric field is uniform, the net force on the dipole is QE minus QE 0. But these forces are equal, they are not similar, that is, at different points they are acting, therefore they are unlike, and these two forces accessing parallel to each other, so therefore they are equal, unlike, parallel forces acting at different points. I mean, forces are equal in magnitude, but they are not similar. They are acting parallel to each other and they are acting at different points. So these characteristics like equal, unlike, parallel, different points acting, these are all characteristics that describe the function of a couple. If you try to recollect the definition of a couple or a torque acting, exactly the same words they come. You need equal, unlike, parallel acting forces. Then only couple will act. So that is happening here. Equal forces in magnitude, unlike forces because they are not similar and they are at different points. They are acting parallelly. So all these conditions are satisfying here. Though the net dipole moment is 0, the forces are net dipole net dipole is forces are 0, getting cancelled, but still they are acting like this. So what does it mean? That is what we have to understand. These things, because they are happening, they are satisfying the condition for the action of a couple here. So that is what we are trying to make a note here. It means they form a couple or a torque. This is why how we represent a torque. So it forms a couple or a torque which rotates the dipole in anti-clockwise direction. See here, this force is pulling it like this. This force is pulling this one like this. That means it is making an anti-clock rotation here. Because of the presence of equal, unlike, parallel, simultaneously acting forces at different points, satisfying the condition for the formation of a couple, making the dipole in this uniform electric field to rotate in anti-clockwise direction. That is the meaning of this description, concluding in this sentence. Hope you are clear about this point. Now that means, thus the couple tends to align the dipole axis along the direction of the electric field. What does it mean? Recollect, already this is a dipole. Dipole has got its only intrinsic dipole moment. In addition to that, it is kept in a uniform electric field. And because of this parallel, unlike, equal forces acting differently, couple is acting. That couple is acting in an anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, due to that, that couple makes this particular dipole to align itself in the direction of the electric field. So, to measure that, what we are trying to do is, we are drawing a perpendicular here. Geometrically, I am drawing a perpendicular here. I call it as C. Getting the point or not? So to measure actually the alignment, what is happening here, to understand geometrically, I am drawing a perpendicular here. The moment I draw a perpendicular, you need to understand that from a physical significance angle, we are trying to slowly enter into a mathematical concept. I am getting a geometrical figure here. So I can use trigonometry and any other geometrical principle to arrive at an equation. That is the basic beautiful thing in physics. So we start with a physics explanation, slowly we enter into mathematical derivative. So therefore, in order to compute this mathematically, I am drawing a perpendicular, and that perpendicular I just call it as perpendicular to the electric field. So therefore I call it as AC. That is what is. So to do this, because the moment it is getting aligned, to understand further what is happening, I am just drawing AC perpendicular to electric field. So hope till this point you are clear. Again I am recapping for your benefit. I am taking a dipole having two equal and opposite charges separated by a distance 2a as per the definition, and that dipole I am trying to keep it in a uniform electric field. And because I am keeping in a uniform electric field, because of the influence of the field, forces will be acting on either side. One force will be acting in this direction and the other force will be acting in the other direction. Because they are opposite charges, they are equal and opposite, therefore net dipole moment is zero. But even then, there are two forces which are equal, unlike parallel, acting at different points simultaneously, satisfying the condition of a couple. Naturally there is a formation of a couple acting here, or a torque acting here. Torque always make the body to rotate. So this, because the field is uniform, this trying to rotate in a anti-clockwise direction, this will try to align, this couple will try to align this along the direction of the electric field. To measure that geometrically, I have drawn a perpendicular AC. So with this background, next step I am going to do is to go for the mathematical approach of the explanation made so far. Just now we have seen, we have drawn a perpendicular AC. What this perpendicular distance will be? Perpendicular distance between the forces I have drawn. So that will form arm of the couple. Couple will have something called arm. So therefore this AC is nothing but perpendicular distance between the forces, which is also called arm of the couple. Now here we have to recollect the definition of torque. As we know that torque is equal to, or couple is equal to, moment of couple. Torque is nothing but moment of couple. That is, torque is written as force into arm of couple. What does it mean? That is, torque is equal to, what is the force? We have already calculated here. Moment, dipole moment. That is Q into 2A. That is, you can as well say torque equal to F into AC. For your better understanding, let me write like this. Force is F, arm of the couple is equal to AC. Now what is F? F is Q into 2A into AC. F into AC. Now that is F into, what is AC? See the diagram. Here it is making an angle theta. So in this triangle, if you take, AC is nothing but AB sin theta. Sin theta is nothing but AB by sin theta is opposite sine by hypotenuse. So therefore AC will become, using Pythagoras trigonometry if you apply, AC will be AB sine theta. So that is what I am trying. F is equal to AB sine theta. Now this is nothing but sine theta is nothing like that only. Now what is AB here? AB is 2A. Now what is F? Force is nothing but charge into field. So therefore this will be Q into E into 2A. Force is QE, AB is 2A, sine theta is sine theta. So this I will rearrange. Rearranging this. Why we have to rearrange? Q into 2A is nothing but dipole moment P, na? So therefore this I will arrange as tau is equal to Q into T 2A into E sine theta. In that direction, in this manner I can write. But Q into 2A is nothing but P. So therefore tau is equal to PE sine theta. Understood? The couple is equal to dipole moment and the field intensity and the multiplied by sine of the angle between them. So this particular equation, because it is making anti-clock direction, so therefore in vector form if you represent, you can say tau is equal to, theta is the angle between P and E. So it is PE sine theta. So try to recollect the cross product you learned in vectors. So tau will become the cross product of P and E. I will write as a hint for you. This type of denotion comes from the concept called cross product. So this is how the magnitude the expression can be looking like. Now how do you get the direction of tau? Now direction of tau can be obtained. Can you recollect? In a couple, how do you get the direction? You have studied, might have forgotten also. That is right hand screw rule. So it is obtained by right hand screw rule. And is perpendicular the direction. Perpendicular to both the moment and the electric field. That means it is perpendicular to both means perpendicular to the plane of the paper. Understood? Now by looking at different values of theta, we will get some special cases here. So what we got? Tau is equal to P cross E we got. Or tau equal to PE sine theta we got. Now if you look at the special cases here. Now up to the derivative part of this, probably it could be a university or a board question. Now these special cases which I am studying by substituting different values to theta, this will help, these cases will help us to solve some of the numericals or problems on dipole. First one case. Suppose if the dipole moment is along the electric field, both are aligned. In that context, that means field is like this dipole is also like this, aligned parallel. That in that case, automatically it implies theta equal to 0. When theta equal to 0, you have to apply sine 0 here. Sine 0 is theta equal to 0 means sine 0 equal to 0. Therefore, tau is equal to PE sine theta is equal to 0. That means It is called, the dipole is in stable equilibrium. Understand the word? Stable equilibrium. That means whenever the dipole kept in a uniform electric field, due to couple, if it tries to or tends to align parallel to the direction of the electric field, automatically makes the angle of inclination to be zero. Therefore, it will be stable. It doesn't oscillate. Therefore, it is in stable equilibrium. Suppose, come back again. This is the electric field. This dipole, due to oscillation, at one point of time comes like this. That means, in a direction, suppose it comes like this. It is coming to the opposite to the direction. That means you are holding the dipole in a direction opposite to the field. That means theta will be 180. In that context, that means in case if we hold the dipole in a direction opposite to electric field, that means theta equal to 180. It is quite opposite. That stage what we call as unstable equilibrium. That means if the dipole is aligned in such a way that it is being held in the direction opposite to that of electric field, then automatically it gets into a situation of unstable equilibrium. Take the third case. Third case is what? See the again picture. This is the direction of the electric field. If it is held like this, that means theta is 90. Then sin 90 will be 1. So therefore, when theta is equal to 90, since sin 90 is equal to 1, tau equal to PE sin theta is equal to PE. That means it will have maximum torque. So in perpendicular direction, if the dipole is aligned to the direction of the electric field, the torque acting will be maximum. This is how you have to understand the special cases. Now we got an equation, tau as P cross E or vector rotation. Tau is equal to PE sin theta. Now if you take the units of tau, sin theta, you just keep it out, no problem, it's an angle. P into E, P cross E. P is nothing but, dipole means moment is nothing but force only. Therefore units are Newton. Arm of the couple is nothing but meter. I told force into, if you see the definition is torque equal to force into arm of the couple. Therefore, units of a couple are naturally force into arm of the couple. Arm of the couple is nothing but length. So Newton meter. And of course, from this you can find the dimensional formula as ml square t power minus 2. Force is ml t power minus 2 and another L. Therefore, it becomes ml square t power minus 2. So this is the expression for dimension of torque or couple. So this is how you can measure the dipole effect when it is kept in a uniform electric field. Okay. So this completes our discussion and understanding of electrostatics from the approach called electric field. Already I told you the approach through electric charge, and thereafter we studied electrostatics from the angle of electric field. So in the next session we will go through to the understanding of electrostatics from the angle of potential. That is the agenda we are going to take up in the next video session.